Hey, it's Mr. Barr, and this is the edulesson on slope. Part 1, slope. Slope is how we measure the steepness of a line. Slope indicates the steepness of a line. So it's how we measure the steepness of a line. Just like we use feet to measure the length of an object, we use slope to measure the steepness of a line. So I'm going to draw 2 lines here. I'm going to put them both on coordinate systems. And I'm going to draw 2 lines. And this one is steep. And this one is not steep. But we need something better than that. I don't want to just say steep and not steep. I need a number that indicates the steepness of a line, and that is what slope does. It indicates the steepness of the line. Before I tell you how to calculate slope, I want to show you the 4 types of slope that there are. So you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 coordinate systems. There are 4 types of slope. 4 types of slope. The first one is positive. The next one is negative. The next one is 0. And the last one is undefined. The magical word is slope. Slope. The magical word to part 1 is slope. Part 2, the definition of slope. Slope is defined as rise over run. It's how much the line rises over how much it runs. So I'm going to give you some example slopes here. Something like this. 1/2. Rise equals 1. Run equals 2. How about -3/4? Rise equals -3, which in this case would be a fall. It's actually going down. And the run equals 4. Now I'm going to give you one that's going to mess with your brain. How about if I'm telling you the slope is 7? 7 is, ready? What do you think the rise and the run is for 7? Put it in your brain. 7. What's the rise? What's the run? Well, I'll show you how we can also write it. 7/1. So what's the rise? the rise is 7, and the run is 1. And the magical word is rise. The magical word is rise. And we're on to part 3. Remember, if I write it in my notebook, you will write it in your notebook. But we're going to take a moment and we're going to look at this. Here's a graph. Is this line steep or not steep? Well, we're going to measure it using slope. Here's how I find it, and you do not have to write this down yet. I find 2 good points on the graph. A good point is where the line is completely lining up with the graph paper. So here's a good point, and there's a good point. From there, I count the rise between the points, and I count the run between the points. As you can see, the rise is 3, and the run is 1. And there's my slope. The slope of this line is 3 over 1. It goes up 3 squares for every 1 square that it goes to the right. Here's another one. Once again, you don't have to write this. You're just watching me. Here's the line. I have 2 good points on it. Actually, there are 3 good points. Actually, there's another good point right there. Lots of good points on it. I count the rise. Well, this is going up 1. I count the run. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going over 4. Rise over run. But in this case, we can see that this is a negative line. If you go back into your notes, that's a negative line, so I have to add a negative up to the numerator. The slope of this line is negative 1/4. It goes down 1 for every 4 squares it goes over. So let's put this into our notes. How to find slope. We want to find the slope of this line. So we're going to make a flow map with the instructions. Find 2 good points. That's our first step, to find 2 good points on the graph. Count the rise between the points. Count the rise. Now for this one, I know it should be on graph paper. It's not, but I'm going to say that the rise is 2. Next, I'll count the run. So the run between the points is 1. Next, we'll put rise over run. So here we go. We're going to put rise over run. 1, what is it? Rise of 2, run of 1. And we have the slope. I'm going to add one final step. And that step showed up right here when I did this one. I put rise over run 1 over 4, but then I have to think about the line. If the line is negative, I have to add a negative to the numerator. So we're going to add our final step, add a negative. If the line is negative. Add a negative if the line is negative. And that is how you find the slope of a line. And our final word is negative. The final magical word is negative. Thank you for watching.